Now, I'm going to talk about greenhouse gas. What is greenhouse gas? Greenhouse gas is a kind of gas in the atmosphere that absorbs and emits radiant energy in the thermal infrared range. So, what is thermal infrared range? Look at the picture. The infrared range is here. It's a kind of light out of red light. Red light is here. It's a kind of light out of red light. It is called infrared range. So the greenhouse gas causes greenhouse effect. Therefore, we are going to talk about what is greenhouse effect. Let's imagine a greenhouse that used to grow vegetables and fruits. The sunshine will shine into the greenhouse, and the roof of the greenhouse will reflect a part of the radiant back to the greenhouse. But remember that a part of the sun radiant will go back to the sky. So greenhouse effect keeps the greenhouse warm for the plants to grow. Our planet is just like a greenhouse, and the atmosphere is the roof of the greenhouse. The greenhouse gas is in the atmosphere, so most of the radiance from the sun will be reflected to the space. So when the sunlight, sun heat comes to the earth, it will some of the radiance will be stored in the atmosphere due to the greenhouse gas, and some of it will go back to the space. And also, the energy in the atmosphere will strike the earth and keep the earth warm. And the more greenhouse gas we have, the warmer the earth will become. So there are four common greenhouse gases: water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and chlorofluorocarbons, which is freon. Water vapor is not really harmful to the environment, so we will not talk about water vapor, and we will focus on the other three. First, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is common in our daily life, and almost everyone produces it every day. I'm going to focus on fossil fuel, industrial revolution, and deforestation. When we drive cars, ride scooters, we produce carbon dioxide. Fossil fuel consists of carbon, which is C here. And when we burn the fuel, the carbon combines with oxygen, O2, and become carbon dioxide. So if we take public transportation more than driving out by ourselves, the emission of carbon dioxide will decrease. So we can try to take public transportation just like trains and buses to decrease the emission of carbon dioxide. And industrial evolution also increased the emission of carbon dioxide. The second industrial evolution was around 1870 here. According to the diagram, the emission of carbon dioxide has increased every year after 1870. So we can see the diagram, the emission of carbon dioxide increased a lot after 1870, the second industrial revolution. And next, deforestation. Deforestation also increases carbon dioxide. Trees can do photosynthesis, where trees emit oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide. We can see the formula here. The trees will emit oxygen, which is here, and absorb the carbon dioxide here. So when people deforest, there are less trees can help absorb carbon dioxide, and the amount of carbon dioxide will become more in the atmosphere. Second, methane. Methane is also common in life. People farting, eating beef, and using natural gas are all related to methane. Not only human, but also cows, horses, and sheep fart. The emission of farting is methane. However, farting is a natural behavior. How can we stop it? We can eat meat less so that there will be less livestock being kept, which decreases the emission of methane. Using natural gas also increases the emission of methane because natural gas consists of methane mainly, and some of ethane, C2H6, and some carbon dioxide. All of the above are greenhouse gas. Third, chlorofluorocarbons, which is CFCs. CFCs, which are also known as freon. I will write for you. Freon. Freon are all the gases consist of carbon C, hydrogen H, chlorine Cl, and fluorine F. We can see them in air conditioner, refrigerant, and detergent. Freon is not only greenhouse gas, but also harmful to the ozone layer in the atmosphere. According to the formula here, we can see that when the chlorine combines with ozone, the chlorine is oxidized and the ozone becomes oxygen. So the chlorine is oxidized and the ozone becomes oxygen, O2. Therefore, the amount of ozone in the ozone layer decreases. The ozone layer can prevent creatures from ultraviolet, which is harmful to our skin. This is the picture of ozone on ozone layer in March this year. The blue circle here with less ozone is caused by freon. Therefore, the heat and the ultraviolet can easily strike the Earth, just like that. Here is uh, the hole with less ozone. To prevent the emissions of freon, people should turn on air conditioners less and use refrigerant and detergent less.